Hello Internet, Helmet Head here again. So, today I want to talk about why I love motorcycles. Now, I get the kind of questions said quite a lot. Are you always out on your bike? You're always doing this, you're always doing that. You've not got anything else you want to do. And to be honest, yes, there's other things I want to do in life, of course, but I enjoy motorcycles. It's basically like saying to an obese person, why do you like food? I mean, they like food and they eat lots of it, and they get quite big. I have a motorcycle, I go out on it a lot, it makes me smile. The funny thing about motorcycles is, this started from a really young age for me. So about 13 years old, I basically begged and pleaded with my mum and dad for them to buy me a motocross bike, as I wanted a motorcycle. And all I got was, no, you can't have one of them, they're dangerous, da-da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, after a little while of being that age and keep asking and keep promising and keep mowing the lawn and everything else, I managed to end up getting a yes. And we went out motorcycle shopping and we bought a motorcycle. And I went with my dad and somebody he worked with who was into motorcycles to look at motorcycles. So we went and we looked at this bike. And to be honest, I didn't have a clue. I was 13 years old. I just thought they looked good. And they said it was all good, and we bought this green Kawasaki KX100, and I was like, yes, I've got a motorcycle. I don't know how to ride it, I had no idea about how to change gear or any of that sort of thing. So anyway, my dad took me down, and this work colleague turned up, and he basically went through the gear changes and got me going. And in a day, it was like, I love this motorcycle, this is really cool. And I spent every weekend up there until I started racing in the club leagues. And then obviously from there I went into actual track racing and blah blah blah. And the story goes on and on and on and on and on. So that's kind of how I got into bikes. But yeah, and I love them. And I love them to the point where it's like, if I could have a garage absolutely full of motorcycles, if I could buy a barn and fill it with motorcycles, I would. Favourite list of motorcycles, straight to head, I think I'd love an Augustus. Definitely love one, and it goes on. I want a Ducati. I want everything. That's what a lot of motorcycle people are like. I'd love to go and buy a brand new Tiger. I'd love to go and buy a Harley, and I'd just literally be in absolute heaven. But anyway, one of the other things I love about motorcycling is just riding along and coming across stuff that you necessarily wouldn't go out to see, because you might do when you're younger, you might get in your car and hang out with your mates and drive around, but as you get older, you kind of don't do that. You drive to work, you drive home again, or you ride to work, you ride home. But anyway, you get bored of driving a car. Your car quickly becomes, then you have a family, and it quickly becomes what you run the family around in. And you don't go, do you know what, I'm just going to go for a drive. A motorcycle you do, because you enjoy it and there's a lot of passion there. You go, do you know what, I'm just going to jump on the bike and I'm going to go for a ride today. And a lot of the time you don't know where you're going, you're not really not got a plan, but you jump on it and it's like you're free. You can suddenly just jump on that motorcycle and just ride and just see what's going on, and that's pretty incredible. According to up here, there's a road closure, but I generally wanted to go... No, actually, do you know what? I want to go that way. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Yeah, so you get into my bike and you're actually just free, and it's quite nice. And I just literally will jump on it and I will just ride. Sometimes I stop for a coffee, sometimes I stop for lunch. Do you know, sometimes I'll ride, 150 miles or 120 miles, whatever it is, to the seaside to have fish and chips. Literally get there, walk in, get a fish and chips, go and sit on the seafront, scoff them, smile, look at the sea, jump back on the bike and ride home again, because that's how much I just enjoy riding my bike. And then the other thing is there's the things you discover. You ride along and you'll come across something somewhere and you'll go, I've never seen that before, I didn't even know that was around here, wow. And you'll get off and you'll start snapping some pictures, and you'll come across, there's just so much stuff, it's unreal out there. And then the one thing I like doing with the wife, when she comes on the back, and we like to go to a nice garden centre, believe it or not, sit in a nice garden centre, have something to eat, or have a slice of cake, and ride back again, because it just gives us somewhere we can go, sit down, and we can have, that 20-minute conversation that we don't have when we've got the kids. to sort of be able to sort of talk. I think it's really, really, really nice. So yeah, that's partly the reason why I like mostly the reason why I like motorcycles. Why don't you drop in the comments the reasons why you love to ride? What's your big thing about motorcycles? What it does for you? That'd be great. And as always, guys, if you haven't, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, hit that bell so you get the notifications, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye for now.